didn't have specific information about Ethan, but to the best of their knowledge, Brandy Lewis was still very heavily involved, as was Juliette Lewis. So the preponderance of the evidence tended to indicate Ethan was probably still in.
I'm just coming from a bit of shopping.
It's not exactly a good career move. This subject came up again just a couple weeks ago when former Scientologist Jason Lee tagged Ethan,
who
on Instagram.
was in the interview with Doug the other day. Doug, I'm sorry, I'm not sent you that email yet. I'm still working on it. It's a long email, yeah.
This guy, Michael Rooker, along with another legend, Ethan
If you bother to look at this video, but
Rhode Island Comic
kind of involves you lot, yeah.
Might not look like a big deal, but Jason Lee publicly departed Scientology, which is a suppressive act in Scientology.
Lots of people did, didn't they?
Jason Lee went
Beck quit as well.
About having left Scientology. That is considered one of the most.
Then Beck Hansen quit, and he's like couple of generations in. Well, it was. Anyway.
CBS News reported back in September of 2016, Jason Lee reveals he has left the Church of Scientology.
I've not even prepared myself for this video. As you can see, I just come in from an outing. Got myself a couple of life and deaths. Black cans.
If my wife Saren and I had an idea for a business, it certainly wouldn't happen at the cost of
life and death, baby.
And being
that got a snake on it.
Scientology, and that we aren't particularly interested in opening religious centers in general, we have no plans to open a Scientology center. Okay, so he was responding to some rumors in the community.
People are probably going to call me a Satanist now, aren't they?
To essentially create like a foothold, establish a Scientology base. And it's one thing for someone to come out and say, no, that's not what we're planning on doing. It's another thing to come out and say,
what I was going to say
are no longer Scientologists.
is I've been going through these.
Might seem like kind of a relatively minor,
categorized them
all,
yeah, into folders.
He's been in Scientology for decades, as Jason Lee was. He knows
I know it's pretty dark in here, isn't it?
What it means to other Scientologists that he would say
Doesn't really
something
read
like
that or
that
not.
to the press.
That's the Wendy Morant communications folder. It's the Andrea communications folder.
I'm not sure if I'm just missing it, but
I've even got
and it looks like one screenshot
Love Day
of that
as well.
post of Jason
But mainly the ones I sent to him to have a look at. Not communications as such. And fucking absolute shed load of other stuff that's really interesting. Should be interesting to people who are interested in this stuff. Now I know norms are not can be asked. They can't be shitted, can they? You know. I don't blame them. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know, when they do turn against someone who is speaking the truth, shows how malleable people are, and that's where norms can be dangerous.
Never happened. Even if Elizabeth Moss wanted to do that, she's still.
So this guy put that thing on about the David Miscavige rape thing, and didn't ask questions which would be obvious to ask.
So we have a bunch of circumstantial evidence here piling up to create.
I guess that video's still online. I'm not checked. I don't bother see. I'm not like.
I mean, these are not small examples.
People might think that I'm like, oh, really just on it all the time, but I'm not. I do other things.
Talking about like having mental illness. That's something you would never hear come out of the mouth of a Scientologist. He talks about not having free will.
Right.
Even if you're just talking about the Sam Harris version of not having free will, that is directly
a couple of those
to what Scientology
emails that I got.
On the subject. So it's
There's Asperger's or autism and mental illness.
Introduce Scientology concepts into popular culture, even if they're not
because they
so you've got Ethan
are using that as an excuse.
Not talking about Scientology, not giving Scientology any credit for anything that's going well in his life.
Yeah.
But he's talking about concepts
They
that
are.
directly contradict
Very much so.
what Scientology believes. It's kind of a big deal, guys. I mean, in the Scientology world, this is a big deal.
Also,
and we also have what looks like a pretty good example of Scientology celebrities being able to live by a different set of rules than your non-celebrity members. Why is Ethan Suplee allowed to associate?
Who looks at these apart from people who've been like sort of, well, the rarities that have noticed that they've been kind of directly picked on by these types, or
and we just don't know about it.
People,
or is it possible that
did you just say the V word?
Lewis, Brandy Lewis,
see, I can listen and talk at the same time. I'm sure he did.
On their way slowly
and
guys, that would be such fantastic news, and I truly hope for all of their sake that
yeah,
that is in fact what is happening.
everyone's
awesome would it be that
really fucking fucked.
The entire family is going to stop wasting their time.
Everyone is,
on this
because of this situation.
I genuinely hope that's what's happening. So that's all I know on this for now, guys. If I learn anything else helpful, any good news,
learn.
Thank you everyone for watching and listening. Thank you to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you soon.
Maybe learn to ask a few questions that should be asked. I wouldn't let a kid do that. It's because the string snaps and take their fucking eye out. So like I said, I know people who've had their eyes taken out by string snapping. Ooh, bit of HG, fucking hell. Algorithms.
Harry's wife. Team Wales versus Team Sussex. With the arrival of the Prince and Princess of Wales in the United States for the Earthshot event,
people in America like, where's Wales?
Harry's wife with
who are the Welsh? Who's Wales? What's Wales?
RFK Foundation shenanigans. It's quite the contrast, and it's of course enabling the press to get into a frenzy of whipped up excitement, pitching these two teams against
I said
one
first
another.
time. I always do these videos first time, unless I make it clear that I haven't.
Kennedy cousins choose their sides in royal rift between.
So it could get boring, but I'm going to take a step in my life and death.
For followers of the division that have torn apart the royal family, the question that is often asked is, are you Team Sussex or...
Look on these frequency things.
For their American supporters, there is a new parallel question. Are you Team
No excuses,
JFK
really.
or Team RFK? This week, the Prince and Princess of
Sound
Wales
wave therapy.
will be in the United States for the Earthshot Prize ceremony, the second year of Prince William's £50 million environmental prize, which was inspired by John F. Kennedy's moonshot program in the 1960s, will be held
through my
in
nose.
Boston, Kennedy's
Fizzy.
and Duchess of Sussex, whose relationship with the Wales
people.
has not
I've got to stop calling people sluts and stuff. Even though they are sluts, you know what I mean? But give them. Am I being a pretender by calling them not sluts when I know that they all are? Is it a white lie or just a white deception?
By the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Foundation.
Anyway, HG, sorry for talking over you.
Younger brother, the former U.S. Attorney General who was assassinated in 1968.
You know that
it will be hosted by Kerry Kennedy.
you've taught me quite a lot,
RFK's daughter,
and I'm so grateful.
The Sussexes for having the courage to take on the royal family's
And I have much gratitude for you,
now,
HG.
details have been announced
That means I love
Wales's
you.
3-day trip to Boston. And that announcement has undoubtedly caused...
And I promoted you to other people who can't look.
The Monte area,
They fucking can't see it.
because it quite simply shits
mad,
all
isn't
over the offering that the Sussexes have. At Friday's Earthshot ceremony,
Welsh
which is
are pretty
being
cool,
held
aren't
as a
they?
music venue next to
What I
Fenway
say?
Park, home of the Boston
I mean,
Red Sox baseball
I'd say that
team,
because I'm Welshman.
they'll be joined by stars
But,
including Annie Lennox, Ellie Goulding, and Billie
the
Eilish.
Celts
As opposed to Harry's
got
wife,
something in them. They've got something deeper, haven't they? You know, true
presented
Celts.
by somebody that killed somebody and who is a very angry narcissist. Something, of course, which I detailed in the extensive series
Right.
about Alec Baldwin and his wife.
I'm going to come back with another film.
Watch of those.
And people don't try and do what I do, like booze,
Contributions from Caroline Kennedy,
you know, make it casual, make boozing and stuff and smoking. And
JFK's only surviving child.
I know it's
And
not
her son,
good,
Jack Schlossberg, 29,
but
a lawyer. Caroline, Kennedy Kennedy's cousin, also hosts a visit by the
something
prince,
else
John
going
F.
on here, and
to library. There is no more
to be honest with you, I
job
could do a
today
lot worse
than repairing the planet,
and
she said.
than
The
that.
cousins have not always aligned politically.
So
For the 2008
there are minor vices,
Barack Obama.
and like I said, I don't really do it that much. I've got these cans,
Now they
and that's
find
all I'm going to have for
themselves
tonight,
on
and then
opposite
make some
sides of
food,
Wales divide. Kerry Kennedy, a lawyer
get my head
and
together,
activist,
and
said of the Sussexes in an interview with a Spanish
think
news website,
I should like
they went to the oldest institution in UK history and
photocopy
told
the
the war was wrong.
emails that I got from these people, but then
They could not maintain
write notations on the side to underline their jargon, which they use in their sneakery, and outline it so you morons, all you norms, and you absolute ignorant people who have no soul, no spirit, no continuity, no respect, or anything for anyone else, really, apart from your own shitty selves, which have become very much in the firing line. Whether you like to hear that or not, probably don't, do you? Of course you're not. But this has been the case, and don't think that I won't do it. So,
And yet, she claims the royal family was racist. Not only is that at odds with her actual treatment,
fuck you.
the fact is